as winner of the Young Pioneers Award in the Day School category. We're proud that Ms. Pianko is a member of our Digital J Learning Network, which promotes and supports online and blended learning. Rivke Pianko uses technology to link historical understandings of text to the world in which our students live. Ms. Pianko uses this technology in order to create lessons that engage students and encourage them to become active participants in the learning process. Not only is Rivke changing how learning takes place in her own classroom, she chose to become the Westchester Hebrew High School's technology consultant, changing the learning culture throughout the school and beyond. As she also submitted some 75 top-notch smartboard lessons to the Legacy Heritage Fund that spread her insight throughout the rest of the field. Her work stimulates critical thinking among her students and is building lasting relationships. We're thrilled to be able to present tonight the Jewish Education Project Young Pioneers Award for Day Schools to Rivke Pianko.
Yeah!
King Solomon said, "Educate a child according to his way." This quote has shaped the way we think about education in the modern world. As a Jewish educator, I believe that the key to motivating today's students is through the use of technology. As I'm sure many of you in this room can agree, teaching high school students at times can be a challenging, yet very rewarding task. Through the use of the smartboard, I figured out a way to get my students excited about learning Judaic studies. Using the smartboard is much more than just writing on a cool board. If you haven't had the opportunity, I highly recommend it. But it's much more than writing on a cool board and projecting images to a group of passive students. But rather, it is about enabling these students to become active participants in the learning process. I'd like to share with you tonight one of my favorite lessons. I was discussing with my students the story of Elisha performing a miracle for a destitute widow in the second book of Kings. On the smartboard, there was an image of a pitcher of oil surrounded by many empty jars. I invited a student up to the board to move the pitcher of oil over the empty jar. As the student was pouring in the oil, another picture of a jar overflowing with oil appeared in its place. Different students came up to the board and participated in this activity until the entire board was filled with jars overflowing with oil. Not only did these students read about the miracle in the text, but through the use of the smartboard, they recreated the experience of the destitute widow. They saw that one pitcher of oil was able to fill up all of the empty jars the widow had brought into her home. It's an amazing experience to look around the classroom and to hear students discussing ancient texts in a language that they are familiar with. As a member of the Digital J Learning Network this past year, and even participating in the Jewish Futures Conference today, I can honestly say that the Jewish Education Project is furthering King Solomon's message of educate a child according to its way, and I'm honored to be a part of their vision. Thank you.